Okay, for this blog post, I thought we would do something a little bit different because I'm going to be spending the next 5 days in West Virginia, and I'm not holding my breath on whether or not I'm going to have a cell phone signal out here. Right now, I have nothing even remotely approaching a cell phone signal, and I'm not even 100% sure where I am right now. I think I'm in West Virginia, but I'm like somewhere right on the border. So I think, like, looking around outside, I can see West Virginia, but I'm just not sure which one of these mountains it is. So I thought, since I've turned in a little bit early tonight because it's like misting, raining outside, it's like maybe it's 5:30. I thought maybe this would be a good opportunity to give everybody a tour of my home. My Hobo mobile, as I sometimes like to call it. So it's been a little over 2 months now, and surprisingly, it does not smell like an armpit in here. At the moment, it smells a little bit like a wet dog because it took a little bit of effort to get everything put away as the rain started. So Gabby is down there licking herself and trying to warm up. Gabby, you want to say hi? Gabby. She is indisposed at the moment. But there are some perks to living in the back of one's truck. As you can see, the view is pretty amazing. This is an area that I found today. I just pulled off the road somewhere. Saw a road that looked interesting. This is apparently the Frank Switzer Dam, named for a previous mayor of Harrisonburg, which is where I was this morning and for the last couple of days. So I don't know if you can hear that, but it's not raining hard, but it's sprinkling. So I thought I would retire a little bit early tonight and just read for a while. But before that, thought I would give everybody a tour of my home. Now that I've kind of got everything settled in and everything has its place now, and it's not too disgusting at the moment. It actually doesn't get that bad, surprisingly. I'm pretty tidy. Okay, well, so first of all, a warning that this is in fact a confined space, and it is only one is only allowed to enter by permit only. So now that we have that out of the way, let's see. So I guess as you can kind of see from here, there's enough room to kind of spread out. Oh, Gabby's shivering down there. She's damp. It's not claustrophobic. It's actually pretty nice. I don't feel constrained during the night. And amazingly, I stay pretty warm. I've got my adorable cat blanket down here, a wool army blanket, and then over here a couple of sleeping bags that I can take out and use if I need to. On this side, this is where I keep all of my clothes. So t-shirts have a container, winter sleeping wear has a container, pants, etc. I've got a couple more down here that have just kind of emergency things in them. So candles and space blankets and things like that. This one has got all of my towels, and then this one here on the end is my pantry. So as you can see, bread and peanut butter and jelly fixins, and I'm actually not sure what that is. Up here in the attic, this is where I have my I guess this would be the glue and pens and pencils and things like that, writing utensils, sewing kit and super glue, anything that I need to fix stuff on the road. And then this is just, I think, a little bit more of the same thing. So I've also got my my lovely little Christmas lights, which put out a surprising amount of light, especially when reflected off of this Reflectix insulation that I installed when I was in Richmond. But I've got a switch over here, and then I have another switch down there so I can turn it on from either end of the truck. And then below that, I've got my little thermometer. So I've got a sensor that runs off of this and goes around to the outside of the truck bed. And that way I can tell what the difference is between the inside temperature and the outside temperature. So tonight is actually supposed to be pretty nice. I think it's not supposed to get below freezing, but it's kind of gonna hover right around it. The next couple of nights, I'm not sure where in West Virginia I'm gonna be by then, but I think it's Tuesday night. It's supposed to get down to, I think, 5 degrees and snow. So I don't know where in the mountains I'm gonna be, but hopefully I am able to make it out when all of that is said and done. But I've been careful on this trip so far, and it's knock on wood, I haven't run into any big issues so far. So to continue with the tour, over here we have the one and only window. There's like a little flap here that I can fold up that I've got secured with little like paper clips. It's getting dark, so you can't quite see the view, but there's a pretty amazing view of the West Virginia, I think that's West Virginia over there, view of the mountains and the lake beside me. So this is my little bedside table. Because it's Sunday night, obviously I'm having a bit of wine. I have like cleaning things, so you know, baby wipes, tissues, hand sanitizer. And then this is a balaclava that I sleep in during the night on especially cold nights, because it sucks when your nose runs for the entire night when it's like 10 degrees out. That's not fun. This little thing is a barometer that I use to measure the, is it barometer? Humidor? A little doohickey that I use to measure the humidity in here. And right now it shows that it's high, obviously, because it's raining, but that number will actually change by as much as like 30 to 40% over the course of the night, just from the moisture that I exhale while I'm sleeping. So, have a little heater here that is hooked up to a battery that's kind of over there. This is my deep cycle marine battery. It's kind of hard to see. That's for emergencies, but so far I haven't needed to use it. This is my little bookshelf of the 3 books that I'm currently working on. A little lantern, and then let's see, trash, assorted cookware. So this is where I keep my tea and jet boil stove, and you know, a few little pots and pans and things. Music. Tonight's selection is Nick Drake, which is a perfect choice for the cold, drizzly, like mountain scenery. It's my dirty laundry that I probably should have done before I got out here, because it's only going to get worse over the next 5 days. A couple of water containers. So this is my little thermos that I use for when I make soup. This is not to be confused with the water thermos. This is my pee bottle, because some nights it's very cold, and forgive me for not wanting to go out in the middle of the night and pee when it's like 5 degrees. This has actually come in handy quite a few times, and as you can tell, it's empty, and I keep it clean. It's not gross in here, I swear. This is a little metal water bottle. I have a couple of these, one of which is hanging up here from my overhead rack that I use to fill with hot water on especially cold nights. And then I take that and I throw it in my sleeping bag, or even better, throw it in the container that has my winter clothes in it. And then by the time I climb in here ready to go to bed, it's like pre-warmed, which is pretty great. And then underneath all of this, I have my water container, which I fill up periodically. This is the dog. This is the heater that I use most of the time. She's also my foot warmer and does a very good job with that. Let's see, what else? Over here is her dog food and just like a few other sort of odds and ends that I have hanging here on the end of my shelves. But yeah, I think maybe tomorrow morning when the hopefully when the rain stops, I'll do another part that kind of talks a little bit about I guess the things that I have like stored on the hitch racks. Like I have a cooler out there, and everything that I've brought with me has a place where it belongs. And amazingly at this point, I mean, you can hand me absolutely anything and I can tell you exactly where it belongs. 'Cause you wouldn't think that like having all of your, earthly possessions packed into the back of a truck, you wouldn't think that it would be easy to lose things, but it is. In fact, I actually mailed some postcards today that I had filled out almost a month ago and then somehow like managed to misplace. So some of you should be keeping an eye on the mail because you'll be getting postcards soon. So I guess that about sums it up. I appreciate all of you that have been reading my blog. I've enjoyed writing it, but it's surprisingly hard to find reliable Wi-Fi on the open road. So I think tonight, because I've turned in a little bit early, I might try and do a little bit of writing and then see if maybe the lovely scenery and the 70s singer-songwriter music in the background does something to inspire me. So, okay, that's it for the tour. Gabby, do you want to say bye to everybody? Gabby. Say bye, Gabby. Bye, Gabby.